Oh, it would help if I turned the microphone on. There we go. Hello, I'm Kane. I forgot then. I'm sort of here to do a little reaction video, I guess, for Poorly Animated Doctor Who Series 1, because it's almost been, can you believe, 2 years. I had the idea, made it, and uploaded it in the space of 3 months. Not 3 months, sorry, 3 weeks, Jesus Christ. Sorry if I sound a little panicky, I've just finished watching all of the John Wick films back to back, and also because I've never really done this before. Oh, clearing my throat. I probably won't, no, I should cut that. No, I won't. Authenticity, that's what sells. Oh shit, do you want to know what I forgot to do? I forgot to record the screen. There we go. Do you know, so you can actually see it? That was a very stupid thing of me to do. But we live and we learn, although I will probably do it again.
And next up on BBC One, this you motherfuckers!
I hate that. This text, I don't like this font. It's really ugly. It doesn't fit BBC One, and the footage that I used was very blurry, which was unintentional. It looks like you can't even tell that this is a human man, other than the fact he's wearing a tracksuit. Oh, it's a big. Oh, right, no, he's just sat down. No, never mind. I was going to say, that's a bloody tall basketball hoop. In the files, I call it blackout text when I'm saving the assets to create it. It's probably not what it's called. I didn't go to art college. Leave me alone. Who am I? Neil Buchanan from Art Attack. Oh no. Oh god. No, right, so listen, I hate to admit it, but I once saw a film where a man was ejaculating and he sounded exactly like this. Like that. Here we go.
Oh, I bloody hate my job.
Oh, that was fast, weren't it? How fast is this video? Let's have a look.
Oh, I bloody loved that job. What does she know about it for?
That's been sped up, that. Yeah, that was it. Right, listen, on Twitter, like, years ago, I created, like, this little series of Harry Potter poorly animated things where it was very simplistic, very basic, quite embarrassing to watch back now. And because they had to go on Twitter, they had to be 2 minutes 20, and they all kept being, like, 2 minutes 40, so what I did, I just sort of, like, sped the whole video up by, like, 20% or something. Sorry if you can hear my stomach rumbling, by the way. I'm sort of on a diet where I just sort of, I'm not eating. So then when it came around to making this, because I was always poorly animated like those Harry Potter ones, out of habit I just sped it up without really thinking by 20%. So that's why it sounds so stupid and so fast. There's no like room or space for the jokes to breathe really, and that's why I'm not too fond of this as an actual piece of comedy. But oh well. Let's have a watch. Let's have a giggle, hopefully. Ooh, I just realised that the whole sort of style's completely different. It's sort of a bit grim in it. Like, because this is when I was animating them purely in Premiere Pro. So it took me ages to keyframe them out manually. And the same with the eyes. The eyes don't go in the same direction because I didn't know how to get them to sync up. So I went, oh, fuck it. It'll look stupid if I try because I'll fail. So I may as well fail spectacularly. But I don't like it anymore. I feel like it just looks a bit like that. There's nothing cool about that, is there?
Audience, sir, I mean, you!
Oh, this is the first time that I break the fourth wall in it with the audience surrogate. And I did that a lot in the earlier stuff, but then I got bored of it. Towards the end, I'm not that.
Hey, remember me and me big.
Yeah, that's all right. This is when I used to do this weird sort of blur effect on all of the foreground and stuff to try and make it look cinematic or look better, I guess. I just use the footage now. Whereas with this, I was just like using all individual assets and like building a house. So I typed in like front door. I clearly typed in Billy Piper school uniform. That probably caused a few alarms somewhere to go off. They were like, oh, get him on a watch list.
Oh, I'd love to.
Oh, right, okay. So this is new. Not new. It's old. But the text actually jumps around the screen. I didn't realise I ever did that. That's actually quite cool. I might do that again.
Got these things.
Ah, crabs, is it?
No, standards.
It's alright, innit? That's quite a funny little joke. Well done, me. Pat on the back. Oh, here he is. I don't know whose teeth and eyes these are. Not Tom Holland's. I went through a phase where I needed eyes to put on an inanimate... fucking hell. Inanimate... Fuck me. Inanimate... I can't do it. Inanimate object. I'd use Tom Holland's.
What do you want, you cheeky little big bin bastard?
No, I don't like that. There's something about it that sort of rubs me the wrong way.
Pop your fucking cockhold.
I don't like the fact that I quoted Austin Powers.
Shit, okay, you've got this, relax, stay calm.
That's funny how the text is the same colour as the bin, so you could tell it's one. I just said the same person. And obviously the voice, but the text, there's something nice about that.
Ciao, heads. Oh, good job, Doc.
That's a good little, don't lose your head. Yeah, that's very camp, innit?
But how did you know he was plastic? plastic.
That was plastic, pricky.
Friend.
I'm literally sat right here, Rose.
That was an alright impression of Mickey, innit? Like, the other times it's not, but in that specific instance, I've not done bad there.
Yeah,
Kim,
what?
Bo uses 9mm.
No, I'm not fond of that. It's reminding me of John Wick a bit too much. Whose face is this? Who would that be? It won't be anyone I know. It's not like, oh, that's my dad. Trust me, he won't ever be in these videos.
What?
I mean, yeah.
I made a shirt that says Dead Dad and no one bought it, I don't think. So to get that sorted.
Well, what's the worst that can happen? The end of the world.
It's day.
This was when I was obsessed with having every single bit connect to each other bit, so it flowed in a very strange, not a strange way, but in a nice, it just flowed. That's what I'm thinking of. It was a fucking ball ache to animate these little hands strumming on these strings, I tell you. Doesn't even look that good. He looks like he's pissing on that piano. I don't like the colour. It's very ugly. Charming, but ugly. Like me. Laughing. Oh, it is the laughing cow laugh. Do you know the little cheese with the little laughing cow on? And in the advert, she'd be like, oh! She was a bit of a dominatrix, that cow, I tell you.
That won't be the only blowing done tonight.
Sort of a blowjob joke, I guess. Oh, I forgot that's me singing. Yeah, there's a song going on in the back. Let me tell you about that. Because this was... should I tell you about that? Nah. No, yeah. I just like making music. That's all I wanted to say. That's a nice little lyric. It works. Witty. Well done. My obsession with MILFs was very strong here. I've sort of tapered off them because now MILFs are just sort of normal women to me now I've got older.
Oh well, she was flat anyway.
Good joke.
Loads!
There wasn't really a good photo of her, and I didn't think it's a screenshot from the episodes, and I was just like googling like gas woman from Doctor Who and stuff like that, and I couldn't find a good picture, and the only picture I could find was like on a Battles in Time card or something, so I had to cut it out and stick it on a stock image of some like Victorian woman, hence why her neck is slightly white there. Embarrassing, innit?
Had to spook me.
I'd never been to Wales before at that point, and then I went, and then I felt guilty for making that joke because it is a lovely little place. You should all go, but enough about Wales, let's talk about me.
You see?
Come on then.
See, I like this. I tried doing similar stuff in the second one specifically, and it didn't work, and that's where the video falls flat at some points. I can't believe that's my voice.
So, Rose, you're back! You've been gone 12 months, Rose!
How long?
12 months, Rose!
No, how long until you realise I don't get
It flows really nice where it bounces back between them.
Stitch this bastard?
I liked this because it was a reference to, the idea of hiding behind the sofa watching Doctor Who. I thought that'd be funny to make her hide behind the sofa watching Doctor Who and it's sort of like wind the teeth. Like, do you know what I mean? Cliff! Did you see all the cliffs? We love our Ben. Ooh, tipping point. Who don't love a bit of tipping point? Hated the Browns. Winston Churchill. Hated the thought, hated himself. That's really funny. That's really funny.
Tried the biggest of bends.
That's so ugly. That's out of order. I know what I was going for. It's funny, but it's ugly. We got bloody Tosh here. We got bloody Roll Motors, whoever this is supposed to be. And then there's our Queen Harriet. With the later ones. See, I don't quite understand time. With the newer ones, I would have given Harriet Jones more lines. I would have utilised her.
Okay, now that is a shot. Who's this?
Oh, he loves his wordplay, doesn't he, Kane? There's a reference to Limmy, just a comedian guy, I guess. Oh, won't Rose love me? I had to be a Time Lord. I had to kill a Time Lord. Again, I do love my little Easter eggs, don't I? I'm not sure what this is. Whoa! Everyone go check out the original poorly animated Doctor Who, yo. What's that been made in? What was it called? Pivot? 288 subscribers I had when I released this video. Now look at me. Sorry, I was just reminiscing on the old times.
Next episode,
Oh, Minecraft room. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, and what are you gonna do about it?
That caught me off guard. I forgot that happened.
Hey, actually, it could be worse. At least there's no Daleks here.
You see, a lot of the humour is irony. Very sort of, at least, and then that thing happening, at least, and then that thing happening. Like, oh, nothing's happening now, there's something happening. So that's why I got bored of it and didn't want to do one in the same vein. Because I was like, well, that was kind of cool, but I need to work on the writing. Oh, well. Dark little legs.
Hi, I'm Simon Pegg. Want to see my big blob?
I still do that whenever I'm doing an impression of anyone. I always do that voice. Hi, like that. Hi, I'm Jack Black, and it's funnier than if he just did a Jack Black impression to me. A lot of this humour, maybe my entire humour, innuendo, I guess. Like, oh, do you want to see this thing that sounds like my willy? And then them going, oh, I do even not mean it's willy. And then something comes out, and then you go, oh, it's not a willy. But then, oh, actually, it does kind of look like a willy. Oh, Rose's little face. This is because I couldn't be arsed. So I was like, I want to save some time off the production here. I'm just going to make like a little advert with stock footage. And it worked. It's all right. Ew, a 21 Pilots reference. How embarrassing. If I were doing it again, I wouldn't put a guy called Tyler. I'd put a man that was tiling, more working class, which sort of fits the whole sort of theme of the vibe. I don't know. I didn't know where I was going with that.
Get in the chat!
And so every
I like how it's Rose doing an impression of the Doctor. It kind of sounds like it's Rose doing an impression. No, obviously not actual Rose, but my Rose. My Rose, my queen. It's actually alright, this, innit? I've not watched it since I've uploaded it. I just remember sort of feeling bad about it, a bit embarrassed, I guess. I use this alley for so many things, because I'm lazy, you see. Depending on what time period it is, I change this poster. In, like, Series 3, instead of this Hitler poster, it's a Glastonbury poster.
Even if I was, I would have Tracy Beakered him.
That's sort of the thing I enjoy doing. You know, where you sort of, like, make a verb out of someone's name, like a noun. I do it again in the second one. Bob Ross, have you been Madeline McCann in Those Kids by Bob Ross and them, something like that. It's something like that.
What about Churchill worship?
I just like the idea of all these historical characters walking past him with Churchill, Hitler, Rose Tyler. Oh, that's a pair of tits.
What am I like, eh?
gay.
Gay. Can't even do the voice anymore.
Gay.
Wait.
Gay.
No, I can't do it. This is what I just hate about this one. Why is she so big, this sort of like Greta Thunberg looking woman? It doesn't make sense. What's going on here? Oh yeah, that bit.
Rose, you're back! I knew it!
I went there with Faries and Rebecca. It was a lovely little trip. Music time.
Let's take the mickey, but not in the way.
My voice sounds better then than it does now. No, it doesn't. Go! This was before I knew how to make music properly, so it was just a ukulele, I think. Was it? Or am I just assuming that? No, it's a piano.
Really?
Obviously it's a piano. A ukulele doesn't sound like that when you put it down. I need to sort of be put down. This is quite good watching it back. What's that? Oh, that's the subtitle. I thought that, like, there was just some kind of error. Oh, it's Peep Show.
Sir, it was a cheeky little bam to the boozle.
That's sort of the worst dialogue I think I've ever written. Look how ugly it is.
Why don't you just kill yourself?
Ooh, call back. He's good with them, isn't he?
Oh, what you said, I'm just not.
Don't know why I made him really gay. I think I was just like, well, what voice haven't I done? And I went, I've not done like a sort of Louis Spence voice like that.
What?
I remember when I got comments going, maybe you should get someone to do the voices for the dialects because they're not really good impressions. And it's like, right, okay, but it's also not a good impression of Billy Piper. Nick Briggs, is that what he called? Do you want me to get him round and do him? Yeah, I thought it'd be really funny if, one, I did a Borat impression, and two, if I continued doing a Borat impression all the way through the rest of the other series. But then, luckily, I forgot to do that in the other ones, and he was just sort of American again. I do miss the old style. One of the things I can't do with the new style is like the weird microphone. Oh wait, no, I can. I definitely could. No, yeah, I can. Sorry. No, I'll put more stuff like that in. Sounds not very well mixed, is it? It's still not. I still don't quite understand how to mix audio. That's why I hope to one day be able to get like a team of people to do stuff like this. Because I'm sort of bad at a lot of it. He was going to call her a whore then, which I regret. I'm sorry about that. That's not funny. Oh well, at least it makes up for it by saying new penis. This video gets 100 likes. Oh, I should start making demands like that again. No, people got a bit upset. They're like, he keeps demanding stuff from us. And it's true, but I could demand a lot more. Such as your wallet. Hand it over. Go on. Oh, this is the old outro. There would be videos there to click on. This is where I used to live. I didn't live on the hill or in this little box. It's just nearby. This is Blackpool. This is the woods near where I used to live. There's some satanic imagery ingrained into it. Is there any like codes or anything? Because in a lot of the videos there's codes at the end. Like I've tried many a time to make an ARG, but most people just cannot be bothered, I've found. So there's just lots of weird ARGs out there that I started. I forgot how to do the clues, to be honest. There's just there's weird stuff on the internet that I cannot find that I made. Oh well. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. I was a bit nervous at the beginning. Oh god, I've been recording for an hour. I'll cut a lot of it out, I reckon, because there was a lot of stuff I said that wasn't good or funny or even sexy, which is something I'll take these days. I've decided I'm trying to get a bit sexier. That's my sort of goal for this year. I want to be a bit sexy, because at the moment people are like, you're not, mate, you're not that sexy, and I'm like, well, come on, Dad, I think I am. But regardless, if you enjoyed this, let me know. If you didn't enjoy this, I'd rather you didn't, but you can let me know. If you enjoy me, please let me know, because at the moment my self-esteem is very low. I'm just hoping for the end, not of my life, just of most things. I will make a series 2, but I'm thinking of doing it a Patreon only thing, because I doubt many people will watch this, to be honest, and the people that so I just want money. I won't beat around the bush. Money's quite cool to have these days. Just ask Martin Lewis, the money saving expert. But I digress. That's enough from me. I've been Kane. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I do. If I do. When I want. But I will see you.